morning everyone. I have had a very productive morning actually. I have been to the gym, I have washed my hair, I've emptied the dishwasher, I've made a coffee. I feel like blow drying your hair in itself is just quite a big task, even though mine doesn't actually take that long. I'm quite lucky that my hair's quite fine. Yeah, I've actually had a really productive morning so far. So I am just having a bit of a chilled day today. I am going to be taking some content. I've got to take some bits for a jewellery brand. And yeah, just generally doing some like TikTok, YouTubey bits. I'm gonna make some breakfast and then sit down with you guys and talk you through last week, because last week was a really busy one and I didn't vlog it. So I'm gonna talk you through that and why I didn't. But yeah, I need some breakfast first because I am kind of shaking from the gym, I'm not gonna lie. And now that I've like showered and got hot and done all of that stuff, yeah, I definitely need some food in this body. So yeah, I'm gonna go make my breakfast and then I'll catch up with you guys and we can talk through last week. I've just made my breakfast. I've got porridge with blueberries and blackberries. I've got this new obsession with having blackberries in my porridge. Actually, I feel like I've definitely done that a few years ago, but I kind of went off it for some reason. And then a little bit of almond butter. I normally use peanut butter, but I thought I would just mix it up and try almond. But yeah, I feel like when I've got the blackberries, once these kind of like melt in, I've just got this on like a little coaster, by the way. I was too lazy to go and get like a proper placemat, but yeah, I feel like once these melt in, then you don't really need anything like chocolate or any like honey or extra sweetener and things like that with the almond butter as well. I've got my coffee here as well that I made earlier. You guys will have seen that I've now got a milk frother, which is now my new favourite thing ever. I basically have a hot chocolate every single night because I just love having frothy hot chocolate milk. Last week, Jordan and I went to Spain to do some wedding bits. I was all packed and ready to go. I got on the plane, got my camera out to take that stereotypical like out of the window shot on the plane as we're taking off or whatever. Pressed the button to record and I did not have my memory card with me. So that wasn't the best start. I thought when we're across there, if I came across somewhere that sold memory cards, I would just buy one and start vlogging, or I thought I could start filming bits on my phone. But to be honest, the whole trip, we went on the Monday, we had all of Monday, which was lovely because we got a really early flight there. So we just wandered, got our bearings, things like that. We were staying in Barcelona, which is probably about an hour away from where we're getting married. But we just wanted to be somewhere a little bit more central and like just explore Barcelona basically. Tuesday we went and met our wedding caterers, which was super exciting, as well as our wedding planner. So we have got a wedding planner over there in Spain. I don't know how much I've done wedding chat on my YouTube, so I won't go on about it too much in case people aren't getting married and this is really boring. I spoke to quite a few people and everybody that had an abroad wedding or knew of somebody that had, they had said that the one thing that they would recommend is to get a wedding planner. So and quite a lot of people end up trying to do it themselves and then really close to the wedding freak out and they're like, we need a wedding planner to sort these last few bits out. So I bit the bullet. We booked one at the end of last year and she is so lovely. So we met her on the Tuesday at the catering. We did the food tasting, which was amazing. And then on the Wednesday, Jordan and I went to see the venue again with the wedding planner. I have seen the venue before, so there wasn't any shocks for me, but yeah, Jordan hadn't seen it before, which was really nice. But yeah, the reason I'm rambling on about all of this was actually the more that I was out there, the less I realised that there would be stuff to film. Sorry about that, two men just walked past and fully stared into my windows, which is weird in itself. What's even weirder is that I'm sitting at my kitchen table eating my breakfast and filming myself. Back to what I was saying is the more I was out there, the more I thought I wouldn't film this, I wouldn't film that, because I do want elements of the wedding to be a surprise, and probably the catering and the venue are two quite big parts of that. That is why there's no Spain vlog. Long story short, it was really productive. It was really good to meet people in person as well. And yeah, I feel very organised actually with the wedding stuff, so that's really good. Just filming a little TikTok get ready with me, as you guys can see. And I wanted to quickly show you the new bits that I've been using. So I picked up a few weeks ago a tinted, it's like a tinted sun cream. I have seen it all over TikTok, so I'm sure you guys have as well. And I never really know what to think when I see stuff on TikTok and everybody talking about it, because I automatically think that it's an ad and it's actually rubbish, which is a bit of a negative mindset to have, but there's so much that blows up on TikTok and then people are like, it's so not worth the hype. But this definitely is. So it's the Garnier Vitamin C Daily UV Glow. Got the glow one, so there is one that doesn't have any tint in it. I just really wanted something that I could put on every single day as a face base that had a little bit of a tint and a little bit of a glow, so it just evens my skin tone out a bit. To be perfectly honest with you all, I am not very good with sun cream and SPF. Mum and my sister tell me off all of the time. My dad is just as hopeless, to be perfectly honest, so he doesn't really tell me off. I know Molly McFarlane, I think it was, spoke last summer so much about her moles and being more careful in the sun. I think she had to have a couple removed and things. So I really need to be sensible with it, and I am going to start wearing SPF 50 on my face every single day, even in the winter, but I will show you guys later what it looks like on once I film this video. So I've been wearing this absolutely every single day. And then the other new product that I only got yesterday, but I'm already obsessed with it. Again, a TikTok influence purchase. I feel like TikTok is my new Google, which is good but bad. Like, I feel like I'm learning a lot of stuff about random things and new recipes and things, but I feel like every time I talk, I'm like, I learnt this off TikTok. Did you see that TikTok? Like, it's getting to be a bit of a problem. It looks like this, and I have gone for the shade Whimsical. I've been seeing so many people on my For You page using this. It's like a lip stain, so you put it on and it's like bright purple. I only used it last night because that's when it arrived, and I left it on probably for about a minute, and honestly, my lips are still kind of stained from it. It is now 11:30 the next day, and I probably put that on at about 5, half 5. I've been to the gym, I've eaten dinner, I've eaten breakfast, I've showered, and there's definitely still a tint to it. So yeah, highly impressed. I thought it would really dry my lips out. They don't feel dry at all. So yeah, I'm gonna use both of these in this TikTok, and then I will link that below for you guys, but I'll also, you'll be able to see what it looks like on it afterwards. So yeah, I'm gonna carry on filming. I'm gonna try and be a bit more active on TikTok as well as YouTube. I always say that, but I feel like I've got very lazy with TikTok and I'm just uploading pictures and things. I'm gonna start filming some of the content that I actually like watching on there. And yeah, because I just really enjoy doing it. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and I will show you guys the final result. It's a little bit later. I can't remember the last time I picked up the camera. I think I picked it up to try and show you guys the final makeup, but the lighting was so bad. It suddenly got really dark and rainy here, so I don't think I could do that. This is what the skin tint looks like on. I'm just absolutely obsessed with it because it's just the tiniest bit of coverage, but it is so perfect. Like, it's what I need for every single day. It's obviously got SPF 50 in it, which is amazing. I actually wore it the whole time I was in Spain, and it was like 16 to 18 degrees, so not super warm, but that's definitely warmer than it has been here in the UK for quite a long time. Gordon got a little bit like red and flushed on his face, like he had a little bit of a sunglass mark. He didn't have any sun cream on at all. Sorry, Enzo is making a bit of a racket down there. But I had this on my face the whole time in the day. I put on like a bit of BB cream at night, but most of the time I just had this on, and I did not burn one bit or like even really get a little bit of colour on my face, which might not sound like a good thing, but if I'm just going to keep using face tanning drops on my face and protecting my skin, then it's definitely a good thing. You can see as well the lip tint. Colour's just perfect. I got the shade Whimsical. I don't know if I said that on here or on TikTok, but there's so many different shades to suit different people, but I'm definitely going to try a few of the others. But yeah, it's so easy to do. You literally need to leave it on for like a minute max, and yeah, we'll see how long this lasts throughout the day and going out for dinner and stuff. I've eaten my lunch and it's literally not budged. I'm just going to give the house a little bit of a clean. I did a really big clean the other day, so I feel like all I need to do is have a little hoover and a mop. So yeah, I could put a bit of clothes washing on as well. I've probably just got enough time to do that. It takes like an hour cycle, and I hate leaving things in the washing machine because one, the machine beeps once it's done, and I am so sure that our neighbours would be able to hear the beeping because this beep is so loud. it's literally like something's gonna go off in the house. 2, I just feel like the clothes get really, really crushed. So I always try and make sure I'm in for when the load is finished. This is the most boring conversation ever. I do not even know why I'm telling you guys this. This is so, so boring for you. But yeah, I'm gonna do that, have a hoover, have a mop, and then I've taken so much content today, which I am, fingers crossed, really happy with. I feel like I always take it and then look back on it and don't like it, so we'll see how that goes. But I do need to send some pictures and videos across to that brand, so I just need to give them a little bit of an edit and make sure the lighting's all good. I'm gonna go and do a little bit of a clean. I might do a time lapse in case anybody enjoys watching cleaning things, but I'm literally just gonna hoover and mop. Morning everyone, it is the next day. I think you guys are a little bit wonky. Should be okay. It's the next day. I am in a really good mood this morning, which is always lovely. I got up pretty early this morning and I FaceTimed my sister. No, we didn't FaceTime actually, we just called for like 2 hours, which was so, so nice, just to catch up on all things about the wedding and yeah, just what we've both been up to the last few weeks. I feel like we do that every so often and just have like a huge catch up, and then in between that we just text and do like little updates in like the family group chat. So yeah, it was really nice to have like a lot of time to speak to her where we're both not like rushing off to go to work or something. But yeah, so I did that this morning. I have had a coffee, which is probably why I've got so much energy, because I've not had any breakfast yet, which I said I was going to try and get better at doing, as in like not having coffee on an empty stomach, but some mornings it just doesn't happen. So yeah, I've got a lot of energy suddenly. Jordan has gone to go and get his hair cut. He's on his way back now, and we've got a few hours before he goes out later. So he's going to pick me up and we're going to go out for a few hours. We might just go and get some breakfast and have a bit of a wander. I've suddenly got in my head that I really don't like the table in the hallway, which we've only had for, actually probably had it about 6 months now, but I'm just really not enjoying it anymore. And I just went on Pinterest and I feel like when I bought it, I've just kind of not gone with what I actually liked. And the inspo that I had, I feel like I just saw that table and wanted to buy something, so I just bought it. So yeah, I might try and convince Jordan to go and have a look at some furniture this weekend, but he's so gonna be like, we've only just bought this, what the hell? But I can easily put it on Facebook and sell it. But it's just really annoying me every time I see it now. And I do want to start buying some like artwork for the house, but some of that would go above whatever's going to be in that space, and I feel like I can't go and buy artwork if I don't know what the space is going to look like, if that makes sense. So yeah, that might be part of the weekend, might not be, but like as soon as I've got an idea in my head, I need to act on it, and I need to get a bit better at that and be a little bit more patient.